is Leslie Bullock. I'm an assistant teaching professor in the Department of Biology in the Center for Environmental Studies at Virginia Commonwealth University. And we are here at Deep Bottom Park in eastern Henrico, southeast of Richmond, Virginia. And we are here to study the Prothonotary warblers. And we are about to go out on this creek, which is right here on the James River. And we have Prothonotary warbler nesting boxes, a little less than 70 boxes that we monitor regularly, twice a week. And there's a Prothonotary warbler singing. And what we're doing is we're looking at the reproductive ecology of the species. It's a migratory songbird that spends its winters in the tropics. Really the center of its wintering range is from Costa Rica down to Colombia. And then they breed all throughout the southeastern United States. We're kind of towards the end of their breeding season. We're going to be banding some nestlings today, and we're going to be catching some females that are incubating sort of a few late clutches that have been started. So one of the main reasons why this project was started back in 1987 by Charlie and Leanne Blem was to bolster populations. These species had been shown to be declining at about 1% to 2% per year, range-wide, and box programs for other species had been shown to bolster populations, and that certainly has been the case here in Virginia. Yay! That's how it's done. So this is a female Prothonotary warbler that was just incubating, or actually brooding her nestlings that are just hatched in the past day or so. And this is kind of a cool thing about these birds is they have a brood patch. Which is almost like a blister. If you've ever burned yourself, you know how your skin gets sort of puffy and kind of fluid-filled and highly vascularized. That's a brood patch that these guys use to put right up next to the eggs and the young before they can thermoregulate to keep them warm. So we can tell that this is a female Prothonotary warbler because she has a brood patch and because we caught her incubating or brooding her young, but also because at the top of her head you can see she is really kind of pale. The males have a much brighter crown than the females. So there's two grips. This is the bander's grip, how I have her here. And it looks like I'm kind of squeezing her, like I have her pretty tight around the neck, but I'm very loosely holding her body. So she's able to, that's really an important thing for birds because they don't have a diaphragm, they just have these air sacs sort of distributed throughout their body that are connected to the lungs. And if you squeeze their bodies, then they're not able to breathe. And so we like to keep a nice loose grip on them. And then we have the photographer's grip, which is like this, so you can take a nice picture. A second reason why these projects were started were to have opportunities for students to get engaged in research. What I really like students to do is ask a question, and then we collect the data and we decide about what data do we need to collect to answer that question. And then in the fall semester, they usually do an independent study. And that is really where the light bulbs go off for a lot of students when, okay, I've collected this data, we were out in the field, that was really fun, but then how do you take those data and make them answers to questions? And that's a pretty exciting part of it. All right, I'm gonna let her go. You ready? Mm-hmm.